You're watching Indonesia Now from Jakarta.
A call for UN help in Myanmar tops our Asia Watch. Protesters in Bangkok Monday called for United Nations intervention to stop the violence in Myanmar's western Rakhine state. The demonstration came hours after Myanmar's president, Thein Sein, declared a state of emergency in Rakhine, while sectarian tensions between Buddhists and Muslims killed at least 29 people. 3 days earlier, 17 others were hurt and thousands of homes burned down. Myanmar's opposition parliament member Aung San Suu Kyi is in Europe this weekend to accept the Nobel Peace Prize that she won in 1991. That happens in Oslo today. Her visit also includes speaking at a labor organization conference, addressing the British Parliament, and receiving an Amnesty International Human Rights Award from rock star Bono. And the pride of the Philippines is looking ahead to a rematch. Boxer Manny Pacquiao had been undefeated the past 7 years before his shock upset last weekend to American Timothy Bradley in Las Vegas. Fans around the world criticized the split decision that gave Bradley the WBO welterweight title. Pacquiao's followers in his home country took the defeat particularly hard, many crying when the decision was announced. A rematch is set for November 10th. It came in the first wave of international brands back in the mid-'80s, folded in the late '90s, then re-entered the market 8 years ago.
Now, the U.S. chain Dairy Queen is projecting to more than quadruple the number of stores it has in Indonesia in the next few years. John Gaynor is the CEO of Dairy Queen International, and we talked in Jakarta about market positioning, business strategy, and the company's comeback.
I think at Dairy Queen we have several advantages that our competitors don't have. First of all, we invented soft serve. And we're an iconic brand from the United States. We've been around now for 72 years. And soft serve is really the basis of our brand. And in addition to that, we have the world's largest ice cream brand in the Blizzard. And so that's what really sets us apart from competitors around the world and also here in Jakarta.
So brand awareness, basically.
Brand awareness is very important. And the thing is, our Dairy Queen customers, they love the taste of our product. And as a U.S. brand, what we try to do is to bring in local flavors that appeal to people in Indonesia.
Like what?
Well, for example, this month we're running a honey blizzard. We've had flavors like tiramisu. And, we're always out asking our consumers what would they like. And that's what we try to bring to market.
So how have you adapted to local taste in the past?
Well, I think many U.S. brands in the past, they would come to a market and possibly only offer what consumers in the United States or Canada preferred. But we quickly found out, because we have over 600 stores throughout Asia, that you need to basically introduce a local taste profile. We are trying to reposition the Dairy Queen brand. Right now we have 12 stores in Indonesia. We'll open 3 more before the end of the year. And over the next 5 years, we should have at least 50 stores in Indonesia. So we view it as a key market.
Okay, what would be your advice to international brands wanting to come to Indonesia?
Well, we probably don't need any more in our segment. But beyond that, I think it's really important that you come in and you get a good understanding of the market, of the country. It's so very important to find the right partner. And we are so fortunate to have a great partner here in Indonesia. And then, as we just talked about, you need to listen to the consumer and understand what they want, and not come in with a brand that is, a cookie cutter and you won't change things. And I think that's one of the reasons that we're having success outside the United States and Canada.
How do you maintain quality over 8 years? Other international brands, when they enter the Indonesian market, or rather any market in the world, their quality decreases over time. How do you maintain that?
Well, quality is #1 at Dairy Queen. And our secret formula on our mix, which goes in our soft serve, is really what I would call the crown jewel. And we have an individual that travels to all the dairies around the world to make sure that our high standards are met. We do source all of our products for the Indonesia market right here in your country. But all of the vendors have to meet the very strict standards that Dairy Queen sets forth. And then I have my own people that work for International Dairy Queen in the market including quality assurance.
Dairy Queen's local partners, PT Lumbung Reksa Arta Holding Company, owned by Johnny Liando. And when Indonesia now continues, we travel to what's called the Niagara Falls of West Java.
But before that, when is a bean not a bean? The case of the fake movie star now in the hands of police, that's next.